Yo, here we go. Yeah, so it must be Red Dog and Friends. Here are the things that we're going to talk about today. So, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about, did WWE make the right call, or did they play like a safe kind of bet kind of deal? Or how about we talking about Tommaso Ciampa, your new AEW TNT champion? Also, we have a fun little, surprise topic for the friends. We'll see what they think about what we got going on. And then also, we got temp check, we got, push and berry. We've got all those fun things for you. So you guys check it out, enjoy, and let's hit that intro and let's get it on with Red Dog and Friends.
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
Hit him with a sweet, pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, no we out.
It's not even this show today. That's right. Hi, it's your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and this is Red Dog and Friends.
I am the champion, Red Dog, hear my call.
Yeah, you heard it on the promo. It is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. It is Red Dog and Friends, and I am currently your SWA Crowns champion. That's right, and I have the belt to prove it, which is right here. But it's not about me, it's about my friends. And so who's here today? You see my friend showing up because another one decided to get his rotator cuff MRI because he was too busy working it, instead of, using both hands, he was just using one hand and blew his shoulder out. So let me introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who puts other people whose last names Graves out of business, the only Graves that matter, Twitch Graves.
How you doing, buddy?
How's it going?
Oh, I just want to say the way you pulled that title out with the quickness was like you almost had it planned.
Almost had it. Full on, just draw.
Right?
Yo, so welcome to Red Dog and Friends, and obviously this is the 3 Count Podcast. And what I want to say is first, go check out all of our merch on foryourwear.com as well as on prowrestlingtees.com. Go buy our stuff, support the podcast. We want to do bigger and better things for you guys and help bring on more and more guests. Speaking of guests, you guys also, if you guys are tuned in to the 3 Count Podcast, if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, you guys can check out all the cool stuff we got going on. We have the boss lady representing Route 33 Wrestling. You popped up. That's so, she was on the show. We had a great conversation. Also, Promo Glow Studios. Big shout outs to Promo Glow because they're the ones that actually did my highlight video. So if you're paying attention to my Twitter page or X, whatever you want to call it, the Bird app, you guys can actually check it out. I actually pinned it to the top. So, it was an amazing work. So big shout outs to her. She also did my Titantron video. So when we started doing Titantron videos for other indie companies, you guys will be able to check that out. Go check out all of our social media page at 3 Count Pod as well as X at 3 Count Pod _. Check out all that stuff. We always post up lots of stuff. Last night we went live with the Royal Rumble in the beautiful city of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, as Michael Cole liked to remind us over and over and over again. Outside of that, enjoy what we do here on this program because we like to think we're fun.
We like to think we're funny.
Yeah. Let's see. So we are starting off. The champ is here. Absolutely. He's good at pulling out. That is false. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a little one. My 14-year-old sex trophy. That's what it is. And last but not least, hello, gentlemen. What's up? What's
Howdy.
up? Yo, so let's jump into we'll just jump right into temp check. What you feel?
I'm
For
with it.
those who don't know what temp check is, it is our hottest, our coldest, and our match of the week. Twitch, just give me your hottest wrestler of the week.
Hottest wrestler of the week, Gunther.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick, especially big match, two double duty actually on the Royal
Yeah,
Rumble. AEW showing up doing his thing, or Monday Night Raw doing his thing. Definitely is a good pick. Um, You know what's funny, man? I'm gonna go with my tribal chief, your tribal chief, the man that sits at the head of the table and lets people know what's going down. Especially after that Pat McAfee interview, and then to see him,
bro.
see him come, pretty much just like bury all of the new talent and come in and win the Royal Rumble. And Barry. He was just like, I left this crown here, left the blueprint for 2 years, and we can't advance this. We can't move this. It's like, this is wild to me. Then he wins the Rumble.
Right.
So, yeah, big ups to him. But yeah, I mean, it's hard not to go with the tribal chief. I mean, outside of Liv Morgan, like, there's not another person right now that I would think is. I mean, Gunther. I feel you on that one, but between Liv and Roman, I think is pretty good.
Okay. Solid
Uh,
picks.
Yeah, let's go with your coldest wrestler.
My coldest wrestler. For sentimental purposes, I gotta go with also Gunther. Uh,
Yeah,
you killed part of my favorite thing in wrestling, and I can't forgive you for that. And I know what I'm about to hear about all on Monday night. So at the same time, Gunther.
I can feel that. I can feel that. I think my coldest wrestler of the week, bruh, it's crazy. I kind of just want to put on the entire SmackDown division tag team because, like, there isn't one.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Like, I get it, solo. Like, I get it. MFTs holding down the titles. The Wyatt Six also wanting to get the titles, but like, there's nobody else there. Like, there's just not. Street Profits are off the TV for a little bit. Like, they want to like refreshen them.
Yeah.
So like, what? There's nobody there. I mean, at all. It's just gross. So I'll take that. Let's go with match of the week.
Match of the week. Mm, that's hard because I'm trying not to say any of the Rumble matches. Like I'm trying to be generous here. Uh honestly, I didn't mind Mark Briscoe and Tommaso. I think it was solid. It could have been a little more for me, but I'm here for it.
Yeah,
What you got?
I, I like it. I think for me, match of the week is gonna have to be. It's funny. It's gonna come from the
Okay.
AEW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to give it to. I have to agree. Briscoe and Champa on Collision for the TNT title was just crazy. Like, just really just well put together. It didn't need anything excessive. It was just two dudes battling for the TNT title. It was just a lot of fun to watch. Like, it's weird because when I see Mark a lot of the times, they're always putting him in these like crazy matches where it's like, oh hey, he's bleeding, or like some weird thing that happens right in the match, and I just it wasn't necessary. And for this match, just to have Tommaso Ciampa come in and just show up and show out, I think was cool. So I definitely thought that that was a great showing for them. And I kind of also wanted to stay away from the E. Um, Mr. Golden has it right. Like there's I'll put it up real quick. The AJ Punk match was fire, but like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna put over WWE so much on this show. So I was
The
like, kind of
the
spread.
interference in that match ruined it for me. I
Yeah.
understand it, but it took away from what it was coming out to be.
So real quick, let's pop in through here. Coldest would be LA Knight again. Poor Knight, bruh. Like that guy he just can't catch a
Cannot
break.
catch a break.
No, and he got in, and the first thing he did was battle against the Vision, and then that was whatever. So Orton or Lesnar will be next retirement match. I think it's Lesnar. I think Brock
I
is
think Orton just signed like a 3-year contract or something.
yeah. He's stuck for a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think Lesnar because Lesnar I think already kind of talked about wanting to retire at SummerSlam.
Okay.
So this year. So women's rumble. Yeah, the women's rumble I thought was on point. Like
Without
we'll
a
talk
doubt.
about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it in our debate whether people were playing it safe or not. But yeah, I think the women's rumble like was the best thing on the show. Like, sorry for those who are like AJ and Gunther. Like, cool,
You knew
man.
what that was going to be, though.
Yeah. Uh, hottest Sol Ruka. That's a good pick. She had a great showing, and then Gargano. Uh, yeah.
I I can't disagree with that neither, man.
Sup guys? What up? What up?
How's it going?
If also if you guys out there want to continue to show some love, go ahead and share this with your friends. Also, invite people onto the show. They can come talk to us and stuff like that. We love reading out your guys' comments. But let's move on to our first debate topic. Was it the right call or was it a safe bet? Did WWE play it safe with Roman Reigns winning the Rumble? And I'll also throw this in there, Liv Morgan as well. Spoilers for those who didn't see the Royal Rumble last night.
You kind of late.
You're kind of late. If you popped in this show and didn't know that happened,
You
all right,
had a full day to watch it.
facts.
Uh, you want to start this one off, or you want me
No,
to?
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think as far as Roman goes, yes, maybe they played it a little safe with that, but let's be serious. When all else fails, go grab Roman. Like Roman is the one who can get shit done, and Roman said it best. I set the crown in the middle of the kingdom, and nobody came and picked it up. I
Yeah,
feel
and
like there are people who could have picked it up. Maybe it's just the booking, maybe it's not, but I feel like Roman was a wise choice. He's still got years on him. He obviously coming from the Samoan dynasty, he knows this business. He knows what it takes to get over, and he brings money in for the company. Liv Morgan, let's be serious. Let's be serious. There was no other real choice but Liv Morgan for this. You had an amazing 2025. Your 2020, I mean, you just came back for 2026, but let's be serious. There was nobody else. We didn't get Bianca Belair back, so that's a choice out. That's already a loss if you picked Bianca Belair to be your winner. Uh, I think I think it was safe.
mm,
I think they went with the right choices.
yeah, I think for me too. When I look at the men's Rumble, I think they played it safe, but I think they played the right safe bet if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Uh, you just can't go wrong. Like the tribal chief, he brings in the cash, he brings in eyes. He people always look for him, you know. And if you listen to that crowd, and regardless if it was the Saudi crowd or not, they didn't boo him. Like we saw a lot of people throughout the week of the Royal Rumble just getting booed. Like Cody was getting booed. We
Jay.
saw Jay was getting booed like big time. Yeah, so I think those were my two big surprises out of it, like, not just out of Rumble, but just, like, leading up to the Rumble, like, they were calling the shots and they were getting booed.
Yeah.
So when it was Roman, it was like, "Alright, well, this makes sense." Um, and again, I agree with you. Liv Morgan was, like, pretty much the only choice that you're gonna get. Um, there just wasn't really anybody else that was like that's on her level right now. And she's running at a high energy, and I was like, a lot of people are trying to catch that. So to me, it just made sense that they were going to throw her into that spot, especially with tomorrow night with the what is it, the street fight, right? That's on Netflix
Yeah.
tonight with Raquel and Steph Vaquer.
Hmm.
So that made a lot of sense. I agreed with both those decisions because now you can have Raquel be like, well, why did you push me over? Well, you have a title shot tonight that you're gonna win, and then she could say something about I'm gonna go challenge, the SmackDown women so the Judgment Day can rep both brands and then just turn
Yeah.
and you know
This
or
is this is
turn her
definitely
face.
this is definitely the beginning of the end.
Yeah. I think it's either Raquel turns face or Liv turns face. One of the two is gonna turn face though.
I think Raquel.
You think Raquel? I
I,
think
th-
Liv.
I could see Liv doing it. I think we have more longevity with heel Liv Morgan than we do with face Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
I like her as a face. I just think she's such a great heel.
She's such a good heel. There's no lie about that. But I feel like the crowd is like starting to support her and like are getting in with her.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is gonna be we'll find out tomorrow because they set up a lot of stories with the Rumble, crazy
Yeah.
enough. So it's
They
definitely
always
awesome.
do.
Yeah. Well, this it just kinda seems like we kinda see what the card is gonna be for the Rumble,
Man.
right?
Yeah.
Like Cody and Drew, like obviously that was a thing, and it'd probably be a triple threat match
Cody,
with
Drew, and Jacob.
yeah, with Jacob, because even Jacob was like, "What the hell, bro? Like, why would you get involved?" Uh, obviously we have there's the opportunities now that's going on with Trick Evans and Obafemi, but I really kind of want to see the Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar match, like going down at WrestleMania would be awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be mad if it was Oba Femi who retires Brock.
I wouldn't be mad about that. It
If
would be. I
somebody could,
wouldn't be. Go ahead.
if somebody can use that push that's going to give them like Oba Femi.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that because you're looking for the next person who's going to carry the company for the next 10, 10, 15 years, and like Oba is going to be that dude. But
Oh yeah.
it's so cool to see like those guys all line up. We also still have Penta and Ray possibly like teaming back up. We had that kind of like light little tease. Just so there's a lot of things that are happening in the Fed right now that I'm super excited about to see like kind of build up. On the women's side, we have you have possibly a match with Asuka versus Kyrie because like we saw that tease kind of happen.
Hmm.
Uh, Charlotte and Alexis, right? Alexa Bliss, like that's a possibility that's gonna go down. Um, you know, Jade obviously having her
Jordan.
title shot coming up, like her title getting challenged. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's happening right now. I'm very excited. Obviously, Chelsea Green like doing her thing.
Bro,
You should, yo,
she
there's,
can do no wrong.
there's so much good stuff going on right now. And Becky getting thrown out, like getting thrown out was hilarious. And you've
It's
seen her post today where she said, "My feet never touched the ground."
yeah. It's the most wonderful time of the year, man.
Bruh. I was so like also like I know like I had said that I wasn't gonna watch the Saudi show, and I had very much all intentions of doing that all the way up until about Friday night. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'd rather do this for the podcast versus like not watching it because it's not fair. So that's why I made a decision to be on the podcast for it. But I was definitely excited to watch Liv like get her hand raised right at the end. So I was here for all of that.
Yeah.
Let's jump into this real quick. Boo Roman. I can't say that. That's my tribal chief.
Boo you.
Boo you. Um, I don't understand why they did it, but or I understand why they did it. But when you are the young guys going to get when the young guys are going to get their chance, Reed, Braun, Trick, and Javon. Well, I think people like Reed is going to have a big match coming up and for WrestleMania. I think Trick and Javon just got to the roster, so I don't know if I would have put the rocket on them.
No.
Braun is probably the interesting one because Breaker coming in there and at pick 2 and then getting curb stomped and thrown in and getting thrown out was not what I expected, but I think you're gonna see a big marquee matchup with him and, possibly Seth. So that definitely could be the
My
move.
my argument with Braun is the real story with him is not the world title anymore. The real story with him is about to be him and Seth.
Yeah,
And Seth going on his revenge rampage and Braun doing everything he can to avoid it.
yeah.
Like I like the idea of Braun Breaker as champion. I don't think, and I hate using this fucking term for it. I don't think he's ready for it yet. He's he's still relatively new. Like, and no offense, your promos aren't that great,
You can't go on Pat McAfee and freeze up.
right?
I mean, he
Like we
gives you
saw
all
this with Roman and John Cena, and what happened with Roman a year later? The Roman Empire took control of the whole fucking company.
yep. So I think yeah, he's still young and he's still young in the tooth, and so like he'll get there. It's just it's gonna take time. Uh, Fatu Jacob is a monster. Like we've been saying this for years now that Jacob Fatu is that guy, and you that's a guy that you could put like he could have been a guy that I could have seen that if you were gonna put anybody in that position to be in the main event of WrestleMania, Fatu would be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd put Jacob in there. That's another possibility. But also too, that goes back to show you that, the Samoan world order, like man, those guys just know how to handle the business, right? Roman was talking about it on Pat McAfee that's one thing about like Samoans is that you come from this island, you already know how to tell the story, plus you've been in the business for a long time, like you just get it. And so it's crazy because Jimmy, Jay, Roman, talk about even Naya to an extent, right? Like I'm not gonna flame her. Tamina, like I know people want to talk trash about her, but she can do it.
She
Jacob Fatu,
understands her role.
she understands the role. Jacob, Solo, like they're all taking off. Tomatonga is like now getting his own kind of run with Shinsuke Nakamura, which I'm here for, by the way. Like that
Bro.
match is gonna be fire. Can't wait to see that on SmackDown for free TV.
Yeah, right. God. Drop the ball, why don't you?
Bruh. Surprised Jordan Grace went out so early. I am too,
A
but
little. Yeah.
in the context of everything, it kind of made sense. I really want someone to let me know about an update on EO because man, she took that heel to the face and like, oh, that was so bad. Um, when does Dom turn? I would say he turns probably around SummerSlam.
I don't think I think he turns face, but I think it's going to be such a gradual thing. I think he's just going to be stuck in the middle of the Judgment Day breakup and just be like, yeah, but like he's just not going to know where to go.
Yeah, yeah. I see the whole thing happening with like Liv turns and then he just like doesn't know whether he wants to be with Roxanne Perez and Liv, and then eventually they both leave him and he's just left there high and dry. It's good for him though, man. It's good for him. What's up, Reddit? What's up, Larry? Um, no, Gunther has to do it. Gunther has to. I forget what
I
we.
we talk about Oba retiring
Oh
Brock. I
yeah,
agree with you. Gunther has to do it. Uh it's just it's who you are now. You are the career killer.
yeah. You have to be now.
Yep.
Like that's gonna be your thing. But also like big shout outs to like Gunther because like he gets he gets the honor to have these last matches, right? Say what you want to say about Goldberg, right? You have Goldberg, you have Cena, you have AJ Styles. Those two, Goldberg was the face of WCW, Cena being
Yeah.
the face of WWE, AJ Styles being the face of wrestling.
TNA.
Yeah, I mean he's bruh, putting out people like you about to tell me that he gets the opportunity to put out Brock Lesnar too? Like that's crazy. I only boo Roman because at this point, you need to help. You need to bring up the younger guys and all they seem to is like they do is push part timers. Oh, so all they seem to do is push part timers. Yeah, to an extent, I feel where you're coming from, Rodney. My biggest thing for it though is that it must suck to know that Roman Reigns can do this part time better than most people can do it.
No,
Yeah.
gee, where have we heard that before?
I just wanted to put that because I was like, bruh. Like, I hope at some point Roman says that.
He needs to.
He wasn't feeling very oozy. Not at all.
You know what? I'm going to keep my comments about Jey Uso to myself because you a
Yeah.
damn fool.
Jay pissed me off last night. I'm not gonna front. Like, I'll say it. Jay pissed me off last night. Like, how do you spend 90 seconds getting to the ring and then we barely get to see Brock get thrown over? Your entrance was so long that the crowd was so busy looking at you that they didn't see Brock get thrown over. Certain
Nope.
people did, obviously, but we at home saw him. But like certain people
But
in that unit didn't see it happen.
even then, like on, I don't. You were watching ESPN, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what camera view you had, but even then, I saw Brock's like feet touch the ground. That's all. I could not tell you to this moment who eliminated Brock.
Yeah, it was well, I got to see it because it was LA Knight and Cody as they
Okay.
both did line
Yeah.
and they
No, I couldn't have told you that.
yeah, but it was a weird like elimination too. Like, it was like in the corner of like all the places that you could have eliminated like Brock. It just didn't
Yeah.
make sense. Um I'm concerned for Rhea after that nasty apron bump. Bro, that apron bump
That
was
shit
so
was nasty.
lit. I mean nasty. And the way she sold that too, just like
Beautiful.
bruh, all love.
Give her a Grammy.
I think it would depend on Ray. I mean, eventually they're gonna have to end up together one more time. Yeah, probably. I mean, Ray said he's only got a couple years left, so you
Yeah.
know we'll see what happens, and that's dependent on like whatever's going on. Um,
Don't say how long you got left too loud, Ray. Gunther may come looking at you.
like absolutely, any match with Brock does not interest me anymore. As great as Gunther is, doesn't really seem to work well with Brock still. You know what? I beg to differ, man. Like I know Brock is just a different type of heel, and he gets like he
Brock can be a technical wrestler when he wants to be.
yeah, Brock gets people over, bro. Like regardless whether he physically has to throw you over or you're jumping with him, like he gets people over. Like everybody loves seeing the fact. I mean, outside of the Omos match, the almost Omos match, like I don't know of another match that Brock has had that was a bad match.
Goldberg, WrestleMania
But
20.
yeah, WrestleMania 20. Yeah, yeah, when his first run. I was thinking more about this recent run, but
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I see where you're
recently?
coming
No,
from. Yeah.
no.
I mean, just the almost match. And even at that, it wasn't a bad match. It was just like, it was just kind of weird because Omos was so green and he's working a dude like Brock and they wanted Brock to put him down. So it was what it was. Are you guys sick of the run it back gimmick with Jay? I am not.
I fucking am. I am so tired of this dumbass saying that we need to run his dumbass theme song back so a bunch of little 17-year-olds can go, yee, yee, yee. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, I'm M2. I'm at the house like you.
Roman out here trying to help you by telling you not to worry about everybody else, to worry about yourself, and you need to run it back for everybody else. Get the fuck out of my face. Go back to the tag division.
I love when he did it too. When Roman was like, "Yo, let's run it back." Yeah, let's run it back. And then Jay goes to run it back. And just,
I'm right, Rodney. I'm right there with you 100%. I hate that shit.
50 suplexes, as Gordon Soley would say. Yeah, so 50 suplexes and an F5. Yeah, well, I mean, John Cena hit him with three attitude adjustments, and Brock still kicked out
Yeah.
at 2. So I mean, like, yeah, what's a finisher to Brock Lesnar. And of course, then yeah, so Rodney said I hated it. Uh, but no one cares about Drew being a whiny bitch for 6 months. Did you know what's crazy though is that like nobody, yeah, because we're all so busy watching other things happen on the show. Unfortunately, Drew kind of gets pushed to the side. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, neither. Drew plays a whiny bitch very well.
he really
It
does.
just seems very perfect for him.
And we're just all like, yeah, I mean, that's just Drew. That's just Drew being
It's
Drew.
just yeah, it's what we've come to expect.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. So with all your comments, thank you guys, and keep putting your comments in. We'll keep reading them off as soon as we get through like each one of our, our sections. So let's do this, man. We're gonna go jump into our favorite part: push and bury. How does it work? So we're gonna push one topic. We're gonna bury another topic. So Twitch, what you pushing?
I'm pushing long ass entrance. I'm burying long ass entrances during the rumble. I'm letting you know that right now. Long ass entrances during the rumble. We burying it. Get the fuck out of here with it.
It was so funny because I thought Roman was also going to take 90 seconds to come down. And then as soon as the entrance hit and he just jogging down there, I was like, oh, okay, good. Like, we're not doing
Like,
the
somebody told Roman before he went out, "Hey, don't do your full entrance."
don't do Jay.
Somebody did not tell Jay that.
So, yeah, Jay wilding out. Like, I get it. Like, at some point, you're going to want to hit that, right? I get it. But yo, get in the ring, bro. Like,
Get some
we got,
elimination.
yeah, we got some shit to do. We got things to handle, bro. Like, it's crazy.
We on a time
Um,
schedule.
I think for me, I want to push. It's gonna sound not sound wild because this is something we've been talking. I want to keep pushing women's wrestling because that shit, bruh, not just WWE, but AEW finally got their shit together with the women's division. TNA's we've said this for years that TNA, the Knockouts division, is always on point. But right now, man, like when you look at the women's division in AEW, they're holding it down. We had Tony Storm doing her thing with Orange Cassidy. They got like the mixed tag team thing going on. But then after that, like Thekla doing her thing with the with Sky Blue and Julia Hart, like that whole trio thing going on. Chris Statlander being a champ, putting down fire match after fire match. We got Megan Bain
They
like
got their head
showing
out of
up.
their
Like,
ass.
bruh, so many good female talent that is showing up and doing a thing. And then, of course, NXT is always gonna be fire, And then even the match last night with Kalani Jordan showing up, and JC Jane was there. Like, there's just so many good future women
So
talent.
Ruka. So
So Ruka,
bro.
bruh.
She hit that double soul snatcher in the corner, and that shit was beautiful.
Bro, she hit that 450 clothesline right to get in the ring.
Uh huh.
It's like, yo, this girl is on fire. Was like, she's cool. Like there's a lot of great talent, like just showing up and showing out. I'm here for it. And
I
go ahead.
I am going to push since that was the question you asked me, and I got tongue tied. Uh, I am pushing Royce Keys.
Yeah, so I'll pull that up too right now. Pushing Obafemi and Hobbs, yes, 100%. That's really good. Um, yeah, well, I'll pull up the rest of you guys' comments here in a second, because you have a lot of good ones coming up.
Yeah.
Yo, it's maddening to me that you know it's maddening to me that we're just Royce is starting to do his thing. Also, I love the fact that he used his youngest kid's name, and
His
obviously
mother's maiden name.
his mother's maiden name, Royce Keys. I like the name. I like the choice. And then of course he coming in, he didn't really have like a great showing at the Rumble, but it was just good enough to be like, hey, this is a taste of what you're about to see
Yeah.
this man come through and do. So it's cool. I'm here for it. So I'm very excited to see Royce in the E right now. Um, what you want to bury? Well, you said long
Long
entrances.
ass entrances at the Rumble.
I think for me, what I want to bury is face Cody. Like,
Ooh.
I want heel Cody. Like I just want the prick back.
Yeah.
Like I just like I'm tired of it. Like I'm tired of it. I just want the Homelander turn already. Like just give it to me. Just let me experience what Cody's downfall is like when not everything is going his way and he doesn't have to be the face of the company, you know? So I'm just like, let me get a heel Cody. So let me bury face Cody right now. Um, I
Speaking
mean,
speaking on heel Cody right quick.
mm,
I have one question to ask, and it's a simple yes or no. Do
mm,
you think Cody was the one who attacked Jacob?
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just needed to
100,
know where you stand.
100 and 140%. Yes. I mean, he has a title. He's still feuding with Cody currently. Yeah. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Oh, and the pyro. Yeah. The pyro thing with Cody was weird.
Random.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like in his contract that whenever like they hear that part, like, whoa, they just have to hit the pyro button. Like, I wonder if that's in his contract. This is random to me. At
Just
least once
destroys the.
burying Drew versus Cody. I feel that.
Yeah.
Um, do you think that the women WWE women are doing too much as far as more dangerous moves? No, I
No.
don't. I don't think so at all. In fact, I'm here for all of it. And what will be considering dangerous? Because like I feel like the women are probably doing more than what the men have like done as far as like in storytelling, in ring storytelling. So I mean, like they're
Oh,
crescendoing moves up. I don't see anything really wrong, especially when you look at like Bailey and Sasha Banks from NXT Takeover, and yo, she hit that poison Rana like off the second rope. Like I just you can't. I don't know.
here
Nah,
for it.
here for it.
I think a majority of the women who are doing like the high flying, the dangerous quote unquote moves, I feel like they come from. We're noticing at least that they come from like gymnastics backgrounds, cheerleading backgrounds, so they're used to like flipping and contorting their body to get those rotations. So no, I don't think so.
Well, and I think, and even at that, I mean, look at Rhea, that bump that she took from the Tahana bomb, like off outside onto the apron. Like she's asking for that. Like she
Yeah,
making the agreement to like, yo, yeah, no, this would be a good spot. Just drive me right here. Like, so it is what it is. But I mean, like hey, if you're willing to put the risk out for it, then go get it. So I'm here
right.
for it. Kane's pyro, yeah, but Kane's pyro was never as long as Cody's pyro seems like he won WrestleMania every time he enters the ring.
That was also a part of Kane's gimmick. Like that was the Hellfire and Brimstone was all a part of his gimmick.
Right. So I mean, like he'd be in a ring though, and he'd do like the fire thing, but like it's not like he'd be like,
Right? It's four at once and it's like 5 seconds
that's
long.
it. Yeah. I think they're having the women doing more moves than that men do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see someone like a Kalani Jordan who's able to do like 450, or you see someone like Sol Ruka who's hitting those 450s and Phoenix splashes too. So it's cool to see the women evolution of the moveset, and you can see it like you trace it back all the way to a couple decades ago where it was just women were just doing like bra and panty matches, and now we're watching women actually wrestle
Yeah.
on the show, and it's cool. I think my only complaint, really, I'll say this too about the women's rumble was that AJ Lee wasn't in it.
You know, you're not the first person I heard say that.
Yeah,
You are not the. Yeah, I've heard about 5 people say that now. Is where was AJ?
yeah.
I
I mean,
don't know the contract situation with her.
you have Brie and you have, and maybe she wrestles like in country, but you have Brie Bella showing up, and you have Nikki Bella showing up, right? Like it's just a perfect tie-in at that point of like having her show up and
Missed opportunity.
facts.
Wholehearted.
Good shit, pal. Lita changed it. Lita did change what women's wrestling was gonna be. Um
But
but then
AJ,
it fell back to what they wanted. So when you had the women's championship, like with Trish and Lita, like that was one move. But then like when they went to that Divas era, like we just weren't getting wrestling. And then Mickey was trying to kind of change that a little bit, and then you start seeing like AJ, and then slowly other people were trying to push that through. But it really was the women's era, like out of NXT, that just kind of made that
yeah.
all move.
I mean,
Uh,
let's not forget Lita did come in as one of the Godfather's hoes originally.
yeah, maybe she didn't want to go to Saudi with the way they treat women. Well, I mean, yeah, but
That's
you
fair.
have you have 30 other women who showed up. Like,
Speaking speaking of Saudi and the way they treat people real fast, not to get on the whole thing, but do you know they let Alistair Black in?
I heard that he was at the show
Yeah,
doing group group meetings. I heard that, and they didn't have him wrestle on the show, which is kind of upsetting because if you have him there, you might as well use
might
him
as
because
well.
Black is yeah. And what you can make it wear a full bodysuit too. I mean, you made all the women do it, so why not just tell him like, "Hey, yo,
The
just cover that
Hardys
tab."
used to wrestle in shirts.
Well, and the other thing too is that did you notice that they took Ray's cross off his
Yeah,
mask
it was
when they
censored.
promoted him? Yeah, they censored it.
hmm It's it
So like, it is what it is.
it
But
is
all right, let's jump into the topic two because we could read you guys' comments all day. You guys keep
all
putting them
day
through. So,
long.
yeah, we'll keep doing it. All right, so Tommaso Ciampa left WWE, and then he made his debut on Wednesday on AEW for Dynamite, challenging the one, the only Mark Briscoe for his TNT Championship on Collision for Saturday. So if you guys were not tired of watching wrestling and you wanted to watch more of it, you could go on to AEW. You could have watched it on TNT. You would have seen Collision, and you would have seen in the main event Tommaso Ciampa beating Mark Briscoe to be the new TNT champion. It was kind of cool too because like he kind of focused around family.
hmm
His title win, so he kind of dedicated to his daughter, and really did a lot of cool stuff with that. So, is it a good move or is it a risky precedent that we are setting for AEW?
I think it's a good move.
I think it's a good move.
I think it's a
I
great fucking move. That match was amazing. That match was amazing. Tommaso's a safe guy from what we know. He's not very injury prone. He's somebody that you could put a title on that will level up the title, bring it to a higher standard. And let's be serious. If that was just match one, I want more of Mark and Tommaso.
Yeah,
Like, these two could totally change the fucking audience of Collision around like that. If you keep bringing in stuff like that, I'm here for it all
yeah,
day.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I thought it was a great match. I thought that there was a lot of good storytelling involved. And they played back to a lot of throwbacks to what they did in their matches, like back in ROH as well as on the Indies. So it was
Mhm.
cool to see that there was a lot of tying between the Psycho Killer and with the mayor of Sussex County, Sussex County. It was just I'm here for all of it. I'm glad that Tommaso's there. I'm glad that Tommaso's kind of getting the single push that he kind of deserved that he didn't get in the main roster. Because let's be fair, man. Because him and
The With that
man,
NXT title,
bruh,
we
all of
got
that.
some great matches.
Yeah, when Tommaso Ciampa turned on Johnny and went away for a little bit and came back to that. Remember, he came out to no music.
hmm
It was just nuclear heat. Like that
Yeah,
guy, it was not missing. And so I think WWE, the main roster kind of hurt because they put DIY together and then they didn't. And then they kind of were trying to figure out what they were going to do with them. So I think seeing everything play out the way it played out, I'm really kind of hoping that AEW kind of course corrects and lets Tommaso Ciampa just kind of go back to being Tommaso Ciampa and just running things the
bro.
way he is. So I'm here for all of it though,
Could you imagine a Tommaso MJF match?
bruh. Give me anybody over there, bruh. Like
Yeah,
the matches are endless. Like give me Okada and Tommaso Ciampa.
Omega, Ciampa.
Yes, yes,
I'm
absolutely.
here
I'll
for it,
even
bro.
take Mox. Let me get Mox in. Mox and
I mean,
Ciampa.
yeah, I'd accept that.
Yeah, and then you have so many. When you get Jack Perry, like, bruh, Jack Perry versus Tommaso Ciampa, like that's gonna be a lot of fun. So there's a lot of great matchups that are coming, and then also it kind of sounds like Ciampa wants to eventually just like put everybody else over and then just kind of bail because I think he's trying to like just retire himself out. So, um, but no, I think what it is, I think the thought process of where the question goes is that people can all of a sudden say, well, if I leave the E, I can go into AEW and then just instantly be a champion. And I don't think that's the case. I mean, we can say like Mercedes Monet, like that was her whole gimmick was that she wanted to win all the titles except for the big one.
But
Um,
she's also a different breed. Like, let's be serious. She's just a lot of the people she was facing. Not shitting on a lot of the people she was facing, but when you put like XYZ against Mercedes Monet, Sasha Banks, whatever you want to call her, she's going to be a bigger draw than you are.
yeah.
Like it kind of makes sense for her.
Well, it just looks like Tony Storm having a title, Mercedes having a title, Tommaso having a title. Like it's this it's this run of like former WWE stars coming into AEW and like
Okay,
snatching
yeah,
up
I see what
titles,
you're. Yeah,
and that I guess I could understand like the president, the president that you can set, but I think real talk, like I'm okay with Tommaso Ciampa just because Tommaso is a rare breed. Like he's a rare breed of
yeah.
dude. The dude is in his like late 40s and he's cut.
We're gonna
Like
Google that.
he's in such good shape. Like he's running circles around everybody right now. So I just I don't hate it. I'm actually here for it. So I just say, hey, great job with him because I didn't expect him to win. So I was happy for it. Moving over. So we got Ciampa and Gargano matches were nuts, absolutely, especially like that uh cinema one that they did where it was like, hey, this is it. This is it. You guys get the whole arena to yourselves, and they were everywhere in the in the place, bruh. Uh, could MJF promos run in WWE? Absolutely. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we saw how much uh Elias and Kevin Owens got just for talking about the Supersonics not being in Seattle anymore, and that crowd lit them up. So all the cheap heat that they can get and he can get, yeah, absolutely. I think it works great.
MJF's promos would be good in WWE, but they would just censor the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
Like, let's be serious. If you watch Dynamite, there's no way that WWE is going to let MJF call somebody a Nazi on TV.
right. It's true. They would find another word to use.
Tommaso Ciampa is 40, by the way.
Damn, he does not look 40. We are the
Not
same.
even
We
close.
are the same age. We are the same age. Damn. My bad.
Wow. He
You
said
do
my
not look 40.
bad.
You do not look I mean, you
Yeah,
got like the
19,
body of a 25-year-old and the face of a 45-year-old. Like
1985,
that's crazy. What month?
May 8th.
Oh yeah, he older than me. Yeah, you old, bruh.
By what, like 3 months?
That's fine. Anthony's older than me by like 2 months. Like I still
You're
call him old.
I was going to say you're older than Anthony.
No, Anthony's older than me.
You just cleared that up.
Yeah, real quick. Just letting everybody know. All right. So let's get into some of these comments. Break up the ops and bring Hook to the E. I don't know if Hook would work
No.
in the E.
No. Oh,
At least
that
not as
horrible
Hook,
decision. Leave him in AEW where he can do his thing.
and let him kind of build his reputation up before he crosses back over.
Yeah.
Thank you, Twitch.
You're welcome.
And then he looks more like Champa than he does. Oh, Whitney. Nice.
Fair.
Good call. Good call. All right. So I didn't tell Twitch. I did tell Twitch that we had a third topic. I didn't tell him what it was.
Yeah.
but it was a surprise topic that I kind of wanted to pop up on him and just get his like legit reactions, and we can kind of talk about it from here. So, Twitch, what did you watch the Royal Rumble on? Did you watch it on your phone, on your TV?
I had it on my phone. Why?
So let's talk about live crowds versus short form content, right?
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ.
are fans returning in full force, or is a hybrid digital model changing how fans view live wrestling now? So let's be fair. Let's start this off. Okay. Uh the price of tickets aren't going down. Okay. They're only gonna go up and up and up. Okay. So it's almost as if WWE is encouraging us to just watch it anywhere that we can watch it, right? On our phones, on our tablets, on the TV, right? Whatever streaming service, that's gonna be the best seat in the house. And it does seem like we're only really pushing these high ticket prices towards, the elite of the elite versus like a family version, like a family price version, right? So how are we feeling about this? Do we think that crowds are really gonna be wanting to continue to invest into a company that's not investing in their fans?
I think there is a magnitude of things that will come of this with the whole streaming platforms and everything like that. It is no secret that I am not a fan of having to have a million streaming platforms just to watch wrestling. I'm not a fan of that. Like, no offense to ESPN, because once upon a time ESPN had some pretty good shit on there when they covered X Games. But I'm not going to invest $34 a month just to watch professional wrestling once a month.
Right.
Like, I don't watch football. I don't watch any other sports. I know it's crazy. Oh no, I don't watch sports. I think at some point or another, your crowds are going to start to dwindle because we can't afford it, and it's going to start catering to oh, you want to go to WrestleMania? Well, you either sit at your house, have a great view, no lines to the bathroom, eat what you want, and watch it on a VPN or whatever, however you watch it. I'm not judging. Or you fork out what's it, 10 grand per fucking weekend ticket to WrestleMania this year. Like, sooner or later, I think we're going to eventually start seeing an attendance decline, unless you're like famous people showing up to wrestling events. But even then, how big are your shows going to be? I
Yeah.
I think we're going to start seeing the digital age take over.
The thing that I worry about is that we're gonna get back into like the Thunderdome, like,
That's what's
and
scary.
yeah, and I didn't mind. Okay, so for the Thunderdome, I didn't mind the Thunderdome because obviously I understood like what was happening, right? And it was a great idea for the time that it was around. What I worry about now is that with the price going up and up and up and up and up, like it's almost like you're kind of telling people like, hey, tough breaks, like it is what it is. Like I'm looking at tickets right now on the hub, and for like right now it's $596 in like section 415, right? So, and by the way, I'm looking on StubHub, so if you guys are wondering, but it's 450, like, section 415, like we talking like an up in the nosebleeds, $500, bro, just for sitting up at top. And while I get it that there's gonna be fans out there who are gonna
What
hate
show is
on
that though? Like, what show are we
it's a
looking at
it's a 2-day pass.
for WrestleMania?
Yeah, it's 42. So it's
Okay.
a 2-day pass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the problem is like I get it because there are going to be people who are going to pay for the shows, and I understand that. And WWE is going to make a market right now, but I think going forward, like you have to be cognizant about like wrestling is meant for kids.
Yeah.
It's not meant for parents. Like the show, sure, parent like look, we do a whole podcast on it, but the thing is that wrestling is meant for
Yeah,
kids. It's
that's
always
not
meant for
true.
kids. Like
That's bad.
for crying out loud, last night, like we could talk about it on a podcast. Like my nephew, God bless his soul, Chase, like was in full blown tears because because Gunther beat AJ, and it
I'm right
broke
there
my
with you,
heart too.
Chase.
But it's like, yo, like, why is it that only like we're gonna keep continuing to cater to people who can afford these tickets when at the end of the day, like it's meant to be for the family. Like, if there's one thing that VKM understood, it was that families always are going to support the product and that you're going to keep investing into the next generation. And that's what you should be doing. And what we're going to end up, and I feel like this was going to end up happening, is that we're going to be telling people, like, hey, it's cool if you can't make it, just watch it on your phone. It'll be the same thing, but it's not right. It's not really the same thing because there's something about being at a live event that you just don't get from watching it on TV. And I feel like WWE is kind of forcing, you know, us commoners,
I
they're kind of
remember,
forcing us to do it.
I remember going to SmackDown with my grandfather. It was my first SmackDown ever, and the show ended. And obviously, if you go to a live show, you usually get like a dark match or two and stuff like that. And then hearing the Undertaker's gong go off as we were getting ready to leave and just sprinting back to our seats because that's what I came there for. And then seeing it now, that's gone because you can't afford the tickets to go to these events. And Mr. Golden said it best. It's everything. It's all sports.
Yeah.
It's concerts. It's just it's ridiculous that these things that started out for common people, the wrestling started in the carnivals. Like those people weren't millionaires.
And sure, you can be like, well, if you can't support going to the Fed or going to AEW, you can always go to an indie show. Like, and yeah, I do. And yes, you can always go watch indie wrestling. You can always go watch it.
I
But
will.
it's
Go
but
ahead.
people don't listen. People don't treat me like me being a indie worker, right? Like a weekend warrior type wrestler. People don't pay to be like, well, he's kind of like John Cena, but he's not really like John Cena. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Right. I and I will argue this, and there are times I am wrong about this, and there's a lot more times I'm right about this. AEW tickets are so much cheaper and more reasonably priced than WWE tickets.
Yeah,
I just looked up a random ass SmackDown in Charlotte, North Carolina, like 2 weeks from now. Ah, nosebleed seats, like you were just saying, Cliff, $300 for two tickets.
yeah, it was
You go
wild.
to a Dynamite. I think the one I looked at was 2 weeks away in like Michigan or something like that. It was like $100 and some change for two tickets that might have been nosebleed, maybe a section or two down.
Yeah,
Like that's more reasonable. But is
yeah,
AEW make? Yeah, AEW's making money, or they wouldn't be around.
but you know, and I'll go through your guys' comments and stuff like that. But it just feels like with WWE is trying to push more of their fans to watch their content on short form. So whether it's on their phone or watch it on IG and react, because the thing is at the ultimate and at the end of the day is they understand that like fans are gonna be fans of who they want to be like. They're gonna enjoy who they're gonna enjoy, right? So if you see Liv Morgan on like an IG, you're gonna watch Liv Morgan's IG. If you see, a thumbnail of Rey Mysterio, you're gonna watch whatever content that is. And I know that the E is seeing that right now, but the problem is that we need to invest in we need to invest in bringing these prices down to help people be able to come support their favorite wrestlers and not have to pay an arm and a leg. It shouldn't cost me a car payment to buy one ticket
Thank you.
to WWE. And it shouldn't be like, well, it's about the experience. No, bro. There was an experience at one time. Like I have taken my daughter to go watch NXT and we were there fun fact, we were there when it was Punishment Martinez. It was his last match before he switched over to Damian Priest. So
Okay.
yeah, in Bel Air, Maryland, actually. Fun
Nice.
fact. So, and those tickets were like $20, bro. And we got to sit like down near the bottom. Like it was crazy. It shouldn't be that way. Like you should if you tell me that the reason why you raised the ticket prices so that you could pay the wrestlers more, I would still call you a liar. I
Yeah,
would still I
wholeheartedly.
would still call you a liar. I just don't believe it. So yeah, I think it's just that, Chaz kind of said it too that these live events are becoming a thing for the elite and
Yeah.
not for us, and it's except baseball, which crazy enough, and that's also because not that I'm going to get into the political side of things, but baseball is like sponsored pretty much by like pharmaceutical companies, and that's why the ticket prices are so low because they're like, we don't even care if fans come to the game. $5 seats, like the rock pile is still $10. Like you can still find games. Like there's so much.
Mr. Golden just brought up a great ass point. Justin Turner just signed a $300 million contract for
Yeah.
baseball. Those players are so paid that it is ridiculous. I know a lot of people bitch about like what football players make and shit like that. They don't make shit compared to what some of these baseball players make.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into some of these comments really quick so we can start responding. So follow Twitch on Twitch. Exactly. Yep.
Yes, yes, do that.
Much cheaper on digital than live. Absolutely. In all sports, facts. And then Chaz pops in with they're uh gonna start being a rich only event. That's very
You know?
true. Another problem is that people are willing to pay that much. They still have 50 to 80,000 at the outdoor venues. Yeah, or 50 to 80,000. Yeah. So 100%, like fans are willing to pay that money because they're gonna want to see it. So as WWE keeps raising their ticket prices, people are gonna pay those ticket prices. It just has to become a point where at a few shows where WWE fans are just like, hey, I don't want to pay that no more, and then
Yeah.
that's what it is. These big sporting events are becoming an elitist thing. They 100% are. It's crazy to think about.
Did you know
Y'all
you
need
could get? Go ahead.
go ahead.
Did you know you could get a ticket to WrestleMania 18? It was like $200.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Never
That's crazy.
again.
Y'all need to start calling me Rich. No, Mr. Golden.
Never.
Mr. Golden says the NXT crowds and indie crowds are the best. Absolutely.
I
But is AEW making any money? Yes, they are making money. That's clearly why TNT and the WBD are continuing like to fund this project because they see the vision, they see how much they're actually pulling in, and it is what it is. Uh, where's the WWE money going? I mean, wrestlers aren't starving, but the money is all going to Hayes, Pritchard, Abyss, Rogue. I think a lot of it goes to they don't pay for they pay for the flights and stuff like that for the wrestlers. They obviously don't pay for the cars or hotels. Like we know that that's not a thing. But I think I remember seeing one time that there was like 19% of the budget was going to the wrestler.
yeah.
And that was a while ago. That's when VKM was still around. But you talk about paying what was the performance center, definitely, that funding that has to get paid,
Yeah.
right? Because you're paying these athletes there too. Also looking at what's the center over in Stanford, right? The new Titan
The new
Tower.
tower. Yeah.
Yeah, new tower that I drive by every time I drive to Maryland or West Virginia. I take pictures of it, or Pennsylvania. I take pictures of it.
I always get
Yeah.
pictures sent to me from you of it. Like,
I
oh,
send
hey,
them
look
all.
where I'm at. Click.
Hey, click, check this out. Um, yeah, so I think it goes to them, and then of course, then you do have your CEOs and your COOs, and they have to get their bread. But yeah, you have a whole bunch of stockholders that are pretty much funding you now, and they're buying your shares and shit. So, um, Justin Turner just signed a $300 million contract for baseball. Yep, and Big Pharma definitely pays for that because it's not the fans, and they talk about it. They're like, we got to raise ticket prices, and then they don't, and then you wonder why there's
Do,
like the stadium might hold like 12,000 fans, and only like four show up.
do you know why NXT's crowds always look the way they look?
It's because they film it for one side, right?
No. No,
We can
they
talk
filmed.
about.
That's the whole place is packed. Those tickets are fucking free. If you live down here, that I literally weekly get sent an email saying, "Hey, do you want to come to NXT this week? We have X amount of free tickets left." That's why
See,
their crowds look so great. If you live in Florida, they send you tickets.
that's wild. 12th man in NBA prop makes 3 to 4 mil. I think there's a base minimum of a mil. Veteran, I know league minimum for veterans are $1 million. So for a year. So
Yeah.
there's that for you. Supply and demand, 100% of supply and demand.
Yep.
Like fans are willing to pay for it, and they're gonna keep raising ticket prices. They have no salary cap. They
Nope.
do not, which is something that I think the owners are trying to get put through. Salary. Some owners want to do salary caps for the MLB, but I don't know. We'll find out. When I started going to wrestling, we paid with rocks. I've heard that. I heard you did it with dirt.
Yeah, dirt
Um,
was I heard a major commodity.
every time you say VKM, I think Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Bro, it took me months to get on with what you were saying because I was right there with him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that man's name.
And then
That's
I had to
crazy.
sit there like, wait a minute, Voodoo Kin Mafia didn't own WWE.
AEW pays for everything. AEW. So funny enough, AEW doesn't pay for everything. Like I've been hearing about it. But they do pay for your travels. They do pay for you to get to. They shuttle you to, like, they pay for a hotel. They shuttle you there. Your meals are on you. But they do have catering as well too. So there's that thing going on.
Yeah,
But you have to get breakfast, and then you have to, like, if you have to change a flight, you obviously have to pay for the difference in the flight pay. But yeah, they pay for a lot, but they don't pay for everything. But they also pay their full time people who they consider full time wrestlers. They pay them. They give them benefits. So
yeah,
that's they don't. I don't think they would get paid as much as what like WWE superstars do, but they still make a lot of bread depending on like what tier you're in, what contract tier you're in.
yeah.
From what I understand, because I think Jericho had his own tier, if I remember right. I think they
Of
had.
course, Jericho would have his own tier.
I,
Like,
I think if I remember right, they said it was like a 0 to 1. There was like a 2 tier, the 3 tier, and I think there was like the EVP tier, and then they had the Jericho tier. I
shout out to Chris
think they told me
Jericho
that.
for negotiating that.
Right. And there's going to be a lockdown next year. You think there's going to be a lockdown next year? I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, you got a time machine or something? You trying to warn us?
I'm trying to jump into the future.
Right?
Um, yeah. So I mean, go back to what I was saying. I think really short form content, like they're wanting us all to pay attention to the phones and stuff like that. They don't.
Yeah,
They want fans in there because they understand that they need fans. But what's going to end up happening? There's going to be a tipping point. It's the same way with the NFL. Like there's going to be a tipping point where paying for tickets aren't gonna matter because we're not gonna pay. We're only gonna pay so much for something,
yeah.
and then you're gonna have to figure it out. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Oh, he said, oh,
Oh,
he was meaning,
baseball.
yeah, baseball lockout.
Like,
Uh,
damn, he found a
Owners are
time
locking
machine.
up players and trying to get a salary cap. Yeah, they want the salary cap, but they're not gonna get the salary cap. The
Dallas.
Nah, players. So it's funny because like even the NBA, like the NBA players, I think own 51% of the company. So, hey,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
even soccer doesn't have salary caps, and those people make retarded money too.
yeah, especially in, oh my god, in the premium league, they make ridiculous
Yeah,
money.
exactly.
But the thing too is we've always complained about like WWE not paying their wrestlers. I'm very excited that they are paying their wrestlers, but the problem I'm having with it now is that you literally pulled in multiple billion-dollar deals, and you mean to tell me, and those multiple and I full transparency, I would love to see like the numbers. But you mean to tell me that pulling in those multi-billion-dollar deals, suddenly that warrants you saying, all right, well, ticket prices have to go up now because we just got evaluated at this.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, man. I don't like it. And it's really shitty to see that, like, I get it. Brock Lesnar pulls in $1 million for an appearance. Cool. I mean, he's a mover. So does Roman Reigns, right? But a lot of those guys on NXT are getting paid $60,000 like for the year. Like,
Yeah.
and I get it to wrestle, right? I get it. But still, man, like, am I paying $500 to go watch Kalani Jordan wrestle? No, I'm
No.
not. And even if she goes to the main roster, am I still to watch main event? Like, what am I getting? What am I getting out of this outside of the experience of being at a WWE event? What am I getting for it? Like, that's what I need to know. Like, I'm not
I,
getting a T-shirt for this. I have to still pay $40 for a T-shirt. Like, I still pay another, $50, $60 for popcorn,
and a drink, like
drinks, right? You know you're gonna get a
parking.
hot dog or something, the pretzel, right? Like this
Parking, there's
food,
another $30.
parking, yeah, and event. So you tell me that I got to spend close to $2,000. Let's just go with let's go $300, right? For a ticket at SmackDown, $1,200 right there off the rip for a family of four. Not to mention that you're gonna buy drinks, you're gonna buy popcorn, you're gonna buy pretzels, so you're
Yeah.
already spending another $200 on top of that, which is now $1,400. Plus, your kid's gonna want to get a T-shirt, so you're gonna have to get that T-shirt too, right? So that's another $40, $50 that you got to pay, right, per kid, right? T-shirts, and you're probably gonna get one too. Let's be fair. And some people will be like, you don't need one, but you're gonna want to get it. So you're talking about spending almost $2,000 just
On a
being there
SmackDown.
on a SmackDown. That's not even WrestleMania. That's not
Heaven,
even a
heaven
Rumble.
for heaven forbid you go to a SmackDown and there's only 3 matches like there's been lately.
And that's not even, yeah, and you're not even going to like Proving Ground. Like, you're not going to be rated pay per view.
No.
You go to a SmackDown where it's a 3 hour show and you're only going to get 3 matches. Come
Uh
on,
huh.
man. And you can tell me that, well, you have main event, you have the opener, and then you have like the dark match, and then you have like, the main event, and then you get 3 matches for SmackDown on a 6 hour show. And then
Yeah.
maybe if you're lucky, there's a dark match afterwards.
Or a
Like, I'm
promo.
Yeah, or a promo, like, yeah, because that's what I wanna do. I want CM Punk to come out and cut a promo and tell me about, "Hey, Boston, it was so great being here. We love you guys, and, we hope that you know,
Come
we
back
we hope
next
you come back."
time.
Yeah, "Come back next time, and we can't wait to see your money that you're spending for us." You know what I mean? Like, please,
I
I'm
don't
trying to get.
disagree with any of this, dude. And they cut out house shows.
Yeah. So I can't even go support my favorite wrestler at a house show that
Mm.
could be half the cost of what it would take to go to SmackDown. But the idea is you could save that money and then go to SmackDown. I don't want to spend $300 for a ticket.
Yeah, you're missing the point.
Period. I don't care. Like, somebody's gonna have to eat that cost, and I don't want it to be me. Like, yo, you wanted to charge $7 million to have John Cena have his final match in Boston. No
Yeah.
wonder why Boston said no, and I'm glad DC said yes. But the problem is that it has nothing to do with them. I mean,
Yeah.
like, again,
It
nasty.
wasn't going to be a tourist draw for them. It was during the. It was fucking what 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, nobody was gonna come to. I mean, people from Boston
Yeah.
Massachusetts definitely would have loaded up for that show.
Wow,
But it was in November. Like, nah, what? Nah, it was crazy, bro. I was just not here for it, and that's what I'm
out
saying.
of
Like,
here.
so the city pays $7 million, and then you're still gonna have us pay, $400 or $500 to come to watch the show. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man, that's crazy. Especially when you have to go to downtown Baltimore and risk your life. Well, think about just going to like downtown DC,
Yeah.
like, especially if
Orlando.
yeah, Orlando, or God forbid, let's say like you go to SmackDown or Raw right now in Minneapolis.
I
Like,
was trying so hard not to say that.
nope, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Right on. There we go.
Right? I was like, sheesh, bruh. At
There
least
you
house shows
go.
were fire matches. Yeah. You got some fun matches on the house shows and you got like to see a different level of experience. You got to see how people were experimenting with new things that were going on. Like, it's crazy that, you're trying to convince me to go see Raw at whatever event that you're at, and it's no wonder why like most of the lights are off on the show anyway. If you look in the upper rows, like yeah, there are some fans in like the nosebleed seats, but for the majority of it, man, the spotlights are off. Like they are not on the fans. So it's like, you know, you at some point the tip is gonna happen and WWE is gonna start bringing the ticket prices back down. Just right now, they want to see how far they can push to still
This
make a
is
profit.
where, as long as they keep pushing, this is where I think you will see attendance for shows like Dynamite and Collision start to rise with the cheaper ticket prices.
Yeah,
Or MLW, for example. MLW still
TNA.
does great shows. TNA.
Yeah, yeah. And everybody's gonna be like, "Well, look at how great the indies are flirting right now." I'm like, cool, yeah, but I'm still
That's
saying, like,
cool, but like, are you gonna want to go see? And no offense when I say this, are you gonna want to go see Red Dog, or are you gonna want to go see John Cena? I'm gonna want to go see Red Dog because Red Dog. But but
I
that
I
you get
yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? Like,
like, do I want to go watch Aleister Black or do I want to watch some indie wrestler who thinks he's Aleister Black? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna want to go watch Aleister Black. Like, no
right?
disrespect for people who try out the Aleister Black gimmick. I'm just saying the Malachi Black gimmick is just
It's a very hard gimmick to do
yeah,
first and
I
foremost,
get
and if
it.
you don't have a martial arts background, it 9 times out of 10 it fails.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our show. That's our
That's
show.
our rant that Red Dog decided to ambush me with.
Yeah. Welcome to our
Thanks.
TED
Yeah,
Talk.
welcome to our TED Talk.
uh anyway, we'll go back through these last ones. Basically any big city facts. Where are you in Florida, Twitch? He's in the
I
town.
am north of Orlando, east of Tampa, west of Daytona.
I was stationed in South Florida for a long time.
That's what's up,
Uh
man.
yeah, so that's our show. Y'all again, thank you for hopping on with Red Dog and Friends. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends, let people come through. We want to have more conversation with you guys. All the more comments we can get, the better. So we just want to we love doing these debate topics. Um, what I would tell you guys is to go check out another one of our interviews right for Now Entering the Ring because we just let drop the boss lady. We have season 7 getting ready to premiere. I'm very excited about that. And yeah, like, subscribe, like I said, buy our merch, do all the fun stuff, do all the stuff that it says to do at the end of this video. That's it. Just do all
Yeah.
the stuff that I tell you to do at this outro. Peace. What's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and thank you for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. Whether that was Chaz Friends, Red Dog Friends, Damien Friends, The Films Lounge, Now Entering the Ring, Now Entering 201, or Now Returning to the Ring, all those good episodes, you should really be liking, commenting, and even sharing this with your friends, family, whoever it may be. But what you all should be doing is checking us out on all of our social media platforms at 3Count Pod, whether that's on IG, Twitch, you can check us out on Threads, whatever it may be. And if you go check us out on X, it is 3Count_pod. Check us out on YouTube, as well as Facebook, on Rumble, on Apple Music, on Spotify, all those fun things. Tell your mom about us, your dad about us, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, and your best friends and your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff. And then, last but not least, buy our merch on foryourwear.com or prowrestlingtees.com. Cool, bye.